My name is Minato Kasai. I'm 24 and I work in sales at a real estate company. For certain reasons, I'm using my mother's maiden name, Shiraishi. Phew, I stayed up late studying for my certification exam, so I'm sleep deprived. Even as a working adult, I was learning work stuff and aiming for my certification. The learning never stopped. The days were hard, but worthwhile. Today, I was leaving work behind and enjoying a delicious dinner with my girlfriend.
This is really delicious.
This is Yura Makino. She's 23 and works as a salesperson at a luxury jewelry shop. She's a year younger than me. Yura works at a high-class jewelry shop. She can be a bit out there, but she's very thoughtful. She never complained even though we couldn't see each other often, and she gave me words of encouragement every day. I'm earning money now. I should propose properly. It's been 6 years since we had started dating in high school. It was just a verbal agreement, but Yura and I were engaged. We were looking toward the future.
Hey, Minato.
Huh? What's wrong, Yura?
I like someone else. So let's break up.
What? It was unexpected. I had planned to give her a ring today, and all at once, I was at rock bottom.
Actually, yesterday a rich heir confessed to me.
Rich heir?
These past few months, he's been coming by the shop I work at. He had been discussing with me about what ring to buy, and that turned out to be a present for me. He told me he had been looking for a ring that fit me, and I fell in love. He's my destiny.
Destiny? How about our 6 years together? Was that all just for fun?
No, I got engaged with you because I was serious, and I don't regret the time I spent with you. It was so much fun. But I met the man I was destined to be with. I thought about it. They say you can't fight fate, but it's true. So, I'm sorry.
I see. Thank you for these 6 years, Yuta. I figured it was pointless to tell her what I had planned to say, and I swallowed my words.
Me too. Thank you for a happy time, Minato. I hope you find happiness too. I'll pay you consolation money.
This is how I got dumped. A few months later, Yuta had paid me the consolation money, and I was working and studying even harder. I'm glad I have something to focus on. I don't have to think about my heartbreak. Ironically, work and exam setting were great. I used my heartbreak as a catalyst to work even harder. On my day off, I was at my grandfather's house. It's been a while since I was last here. My grandma passed away a few years ago. I thought he would be on the porch as always. Oh, you're here, Minato. Hey, Grandpa. Natsumi? I saw a familiar woman on the porch. Her name is Natsumi Kurosaki, and she was my childhood rival. We had similar upbringings. We were the same age, so we were always competing.
I'm gonna get the top score on the next test too.
Huh. The last final, I got full marks. I don't know where you get your confidence.
When are you gonna admit your losses? That's why last time you did something dumb like run out of pencil lead at the last minute.
Ugh. That continued until middle school. We went to different high schools, so we grew apart. Because of our families, we saw each other from time to time, but that was it. So, I didn't think I would see her here today.
Why are you just standing there? Sit.
You don't have to tell me. Why are you here?
Grandfather asked me to eat together. You also happen to be invited.
My grandfather and Natsumi's grandfather were old friends. That's why he had always looked after Natsumi. They still have tea or meals together often. I heard you were heartbroken, so I was worried. But you seem alright. I guess I didn't have time to be heartbroken. I heard your certification is going well. Good.
Heartbreak?
That's right. I heard he really got the worst end of the stick. You're not wrong, but you could sugarcoat it. It was a little awkward having Natsumi know that. I thought she would say something mean and looked over. Natsumi?
Huh?
What's wrong? You're spacing out. It's not like you. Surprisingly, Natsumi was staring off into space.
No, it's nothing. I heard it was a long-term relationship. That's unfortunate. You never proposed. That's why this happened. But maybe that was for the best?
Yeah. I was expecting a rude comment, but she gave me encouragement. I'm a little happy, a little sad. I felt a little uneasy without the usual banter. How about Natsumi? Does she have a boyfriend? Maybe she's already engaged. Natsumi, who wasn't mentally here, and me, who was confused. I thought I would just ask her about it, but... Oh yeah, Minato. Takeshi's wedding is in a month. Grandpa spoke as if he had just remembered. I frowned at his words. He's getting married? What? Seriously? Is he okay?
You're harsh. I'm sure you aren't happy about it, though.
That's not what I meant. Hey, Grandpa, can I not go? Takeshi was my nephew. He was a year younger than me. I have a brother that's much older than me, and he's the current heir of the family. His son is Takeshi. Minato, how are you and your girlfriend? I bet you can't hang out with her because you're always working. Takeshi saw me as a rival, and he always said something rude when we saw each other. You have to treat women delicately. Only a matter of time before she dumps you. He had said this the last time we met. I had let it slide, but I was broken up with a few days after that. It's a relative's wedding, so I'm sure I have to be there, but I don't wanna. He was cuter when he was younger. You have to greet the other guests too. You're definitely going. I'll take care of it, okay? You can't run away, Minato. My grandfather's words were kind, but left no room for refusal. I couldn't say anything and nodded. Don't worry, Natsumi-chan is here for you.
Grandfather? It's not for Minato. I was invited as well. Stop that.
You're a tough critic. I was set to be a part of my nephew's wedding. I got ready and unwillingly arrived at the wedding. There was... What?
Long time, Minato. I was surprised. You really were his relative.
Yuta, the bride, was wearing a wedding dress. She smiled at me happily. Long time. I had let my grandfather arrange my day. It was not normal, but I hadn't known who the bride was. I thought it was not good to let that show, so I managed to squeeze something out.
Do you know her?
Yeah. Natsumi noticed my reaction and looked at Yuta. I couldn't say that it was my ex, so I gave a vague reaction.
I'm so happy. I get to have such a gorgeous wedding. On top of that, you're here. I'm even happier. Thank you, Minato.
I never imagined that the rich heir that Yuta talked about could be my nephew, Takeshi. I was at a loss for words when I felt an uncomfortable weight on my shoulders. What? It's Minato. I'm glad you came here for me. Don't lay a finger on my wife. Natsumi-chan, you should find someone nice at this wedding too. As I had thought, he came at me, and I was already annoyed. Natsumi looked at us suspiciously.
Are you?
I'm fine, but don't say rude things to Natsumi. What? Do you like Natsumi-chan? It's none of your business. Yuta dumped you, so you are hurt.
I knew it. You're Minato's ex-girlfriend.
What? You didn't know? I received this beautiful bride right here from Minato. I went to her every day. I got chills when it all came to fruition. Minato had always been praised more than me, and the girl he loved chose me. Nothing feels better than this. You understand, right? Wait, a cold-blooded girl doesn't have feelings, huh? Huh? Takeshi, what are you? I was about to say something back, but Natsumi stopped me silently. It's not good to cause a scene. I reluctantly stood back.
I don't understand it.
The reception began. It was their time to greet each table, and of course, they came to the table I was at.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, I am. The food's good. I'm having a good time.
I'm glad. Takeshi-kun, I'm finally going to be a presidential lady.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Minato. I got the company and the girl.
Are you misunderstanding something?
What? Don't say random stuff just because you're upset I took her from you.
I don't care about her. Be happy.
Huh? Misunderstanding? What does that mean? You've been fooled. If we're talking heirs, Minato's in the same position. Also, Minato's the next president. What? Minato is the heir? President? You really don't know anything. Minato is the younger brother of Takeshi-kun's father, Nagisa-sama.
Yura became pale at Natsumi's words. She came up close to me.
No way. Wait, you didn't say anything. Your last name.
That day, I was gonna tell you everything as I gave you a ring. People kept trying to get close as if I looked like a gold bar to them. Like you had with Takeshi.
But I heard that the current heir to the Kasai family is Takeshi's father. Then the next heir is not you but Takeshi. I didn't make a mistake.
Stop causing a scene. You can't even act properly.
My grandfather spoke harshly. He was completely different from when we ate together. Grandpa, sorry, we're standing out.
I got the gist of the conversation. Takeshi.
Grandfather crossed his arms and walked over to Takeshi and Yura with an aura of intimidation.
I'm sure you know, but I can't let a guy like you take over our family.
But the heir should be his son, me.
No, I will decide based on who can protect Kasai Real Estate Group. Your father says the same. If you're in charge of employees and other groups, nothing is more important than protecting that. Your stance comes second.
Takeshi couldn't say anything back. My grandfather inhaled deeply to say the next thing.
I'm sure you know already. The one who can do that is not you, but Minato. I hear you show off your family name, have a big head, and always cause trouble. How about Minato? Unlike you, he builds up his knowledge and is taking on several certification exams. He isn't full of himself, not arrogant. Hardworking Minato should be at the top.
Grandpa!
The other day, he said that the person after him should be Minato. Nagisa saw through you, his own son.
My father was the CEO, but he passed away from illness, so my brother became the heir. Takeshi and I weren't old enough to take over yet. So it was basically a given that Takeshi or I would take over someday. For that, I worked and studied hard.
Takeshi, you're my son, but you've disappointed me. You are fooling the woman who would be your wife. I can't leave anything to you. My feelings won't change. Minato is the next inheritor.
Wait, Dad!
No way. I decided to get married because Takeshi is the heir and my future would be set.
I won't say much more, but it's not a lie that Takeshi is a rich son. But your future, I think that depends on how hard he works after he marries you. You might have been blinded by an inheritance or a fateful encounter, but I wanted you to look deeply. I guess it's too late though. Enjoy your time without worrying about me. The reception hall was buzzing, but the MC lady moved it forward. Are you Minato-sama? I heard from Sojiro-sama that you're a very good man. Oh, thank you. Please continue to take care of the Kasai family. After that, I was greeted by many guests, and I really felt that I was gonna take over the Kasai name in the near future. On the other hand, The bride and groom looked like the souls were sucked out of them, and the reception would come to an end. 2 months later, I was walking around with Natsumi. It was the first time since Takeshi's wedding. This is unusual, for you to ask me.
Who cares? You don't have anyone to go on a date with anyway.
What? You're pouring salt on my wounds. Well, my wounds are healed, so it's okay. I had managed to switch gears, and I'm working every day to prepare to inherit the company from my brother.
Still, it's crazy that the woman you were going out with for so long is like that. I'm surprised you liked her and were thinking about marrying her. You really have no taste.
She asked me out, and I thought she was a good person. I said those things to Yuta, but maybe I hadn't been able to look deeply either.
For real.
But there's one person I'm sure about. My first love.
What? Minato, wait!
It was in that moment I heard a voice call my name. Yuta-san, what are you doing here? After all that, she couldn't break off the engagement and ended up marrying Takeshi.
Minato, I'm really sorry. I know you'll say that this is not right, but I broke up with you and married someone else. I regret it. You were always honest, with work and with me, but I couldn't see that. I'm sorry. I know it's too late, but I couldn't not say anything. If you'll give me a chance, I want to start over.
What are you? You're already married to Takeshi.
I'm gonna divorce him, so...
That's not the problem.
Yuta-san, was it?
Natsumi spoke in a lower, quieter tone than usual.
Takeshi-kun angered grandfather the other day and was kicked out of his company. He's about to be unemployed, so you panicked and came to see Minato. Your desperation is obvious, it's hard to watch.
Takeshi didn't change his tune after marriage, and finally, he had faced my grandfather's wrath.
That's rude. It's none of your business. It is. I won't make the same mistake again.
Natsumi spoke with conviction and looked at me. I realized she was continuing the conversation from earlier, and I widened my eyes.
I've seen you since he was a kid. I couldn't be honest because I liked you.
What?
I won't give you up to another girl again. I'll make you happy.
I had always thought we were rivals, so my heart thumped loudly at her confession.
But you like me more, right? Because we're lovers, right?
It's true we were lovers, and I was thinking about marriage, but that's in the past. We're done. I have no more feelings for you. And I faced Natsumi. My childhood friend, my first love mustered the courage to say that. I want to think about a future with Natsumi.
Minato! What?
Yuta started crying. I didn't feel anything. More than that, I had something I needed to do. I don't have good taste in women, but I know that I'm not wrong about you. Natsumi Kurosaki, will you go out with me on the basis of marriage?
Of course.
Natsumi smiled with tears in her eyes. I wanted to hug her right there. Congrats! Huh? I looked around in shock. Before we had realized, there were people gathered around us. This was downtown on a weekend. We were standing out. Hope you have a happy one. Yes, thank you. Let's go, Natsumi. We need to tell Grandpa.
Yeah.
Natsumi had her reddened face tilted down. She must be embarrassed. When I squeezed her hand,
I'm the president's daughter of Kurosaki Real Estate Group. I don't want to blackmail you, but I won't hold back if it's about Minato. Goodbye. Huh?
she said this so others couldn't hear, and we were congratulated as we laughed.
Kurosaki Real Estate? They're just as big as Kasai Real Estate.
Soon after, Takeshi was pushed away by everyone in the family and forced out of the company. He became unemployed, and the topic of divorce had come up between him and Yuta. The two of them were already living separately. They were fighting via attorneys. Doing things just for revenge or marrying for money won't ever end well. I learned from their mistakes and hope to make them lessons for my own life. What will their lives become? No one knows.
You guys took the long way around.
When we told my grandpa, he was very happy for us. We were invited to dinner, and the three of us were relaxing on the porch.
I didn't think I was your first love.
I was surprised too that you liked me. I always thought that you liked Takeshi.
Huh? Takeshi and I were at the same high school, and he found out that I liked you, so he told me a bunch of stories about you.
Oh.
If you're gonna say that, weren't you going out with Takeshi?
What?
Because...
So, the other day, Minato had his first wet dream. He was panicking, so I showed him how to wash his underwear discreetly.
I see. Minato is growing up. By the way, why do you know about that? Just because you're relatives?
That's... don't make me say it.
I read it in a book that I borrowed from Takeshi. You guys had a forbidden relationship. And Takeshi's jealousy exploded after you broke up, so he stole your girlfriend.
Everything apart from the wet dream is incorrect. That's all from the weird book that he secretly had at one point. Don't take it seriously.
What? But...
At the time, he couldn't sleep by himself, so we slept in the same bed. Takeshi was telling you to not make him say that.
Oh, I see.
I'm glad you get it.
Relax. I'll love you even if you're a bottom.
You don't get it, do you? She had that in her head, so once we were high schoolers, she was gonna volunteer herself as a mistress just to give birth to the next heir. But I started dating Yuta, so she gave up on that plan. What does that mean? So she thought that I was going out with Takeshi, so she gave up. Then I went out with Yuta, so she... In some way, we took the long way around because of Takeshi.
So, which is it? Should I get surgery?
No, you shouldn't! Ah, Takeshi! Oh. No matter what kind of household you're born into, if you take it for granted, you will get what you deserve. I want to protect the people who've stuck by my side. And I want to work hard to continue the legacy of the Kasai family for the next generation. First, I gotta punish Takeshi a little more. I couldn't get a contract this time either. I'm Jotaro Yabuki, 20 years old. I'm a high school graduate doing sales for a startup. I'm on my way back to the office with a sinking feeling because I couldn't close a deal with a major company. The receptionist always brushes me off. Oh, I'm sorry. I was about to go through the ticket gate, but a woman tried to go through at the same time. After you.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, wait, Jotaro?
Oh, Natsumi? To my surprise, she was my ex from high school. We hadn't seen each other since high school. What a coincidence.
It's been a long time. What are you doing now?
I'm doing sales for a startup. You went to university, right? Still a student?
Yeah, you have to graduate from college for a better future.
I'm glad you found a good guy.
Oh, I'm in a hurry. See you later.
It's been 2 years already, huh? Me and Natsumi were in the same class in the 3rd year of high school. I don't want to brag, but I was good at studies and sports and stood out in class.
Please, go out with me.
Natsumi confessed her feelings to me. I had no reason to refuse, so I accepted it. She was also the type of girl who stood out in class. After 6 months of dating, I told Natsumi that I'm going to get a job as a high school graduate instead of going on to college.
A high school graduate getting a job? You're going to be poor at the bottom of the pyramid. No thanks.
She looked at me with disdain and asked me to break up with her. Oh no, I have to go back to the office too.
Are you really going to achieve your quota like this? That's why I told you to target smaller clients.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I went back to the office and reported the results. I didn't get scolded, but my boss was quite disappointed.
I know you're working hard, but if you don't get results, that's the same as not working. Keep that in mind.
Understood. Thank you very much. It's been 2 years since I started working as a high school graduate, but I've been having a hard time getting results. Sales is a tough job, but it's a great learning opportunity. He says I have to start small, but I definitely want to get contracts from a big company. I'm gonna do it!
Hello, Yabuki. Long time no see. How are ya?
Doing good. What's up with you all of a sudden? One day, Midori Kusuhashi, a former classmate of mine, called me for the first time in a long time.
Let's do a high school reunion. I hear you've been working heck of a lot. So just tell me when you're free. You need a break once in a while, you know?
It's true. Working too much won't do me good. Thanks. I'll go.
Yay, great! I'll set up a group chat, so let's work out the details.
Okay. And so, 2 weeks later, we gather at a park near our high school where we can do a barbecue. Hey, Yabuki! Long time no see! Takahashi, long time! You haven't given me any message since you started working. Sorry, I'm just having a hard time getting used to the new job.
Long time no see, Yabuki-kun.
It's been a while.
It's Shimizu. Kokoro Shimizu.
Oh, right, Shimizu. The one who approached me was Kokoro Shimizu. I think she used to be with Natsumi and the others, but she was a quiet type and we never talked much. I'm sorry. It was rude to forget your name, even if we didn't talk much.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not the type to stand out, so it's natural that you don't remember me.
What are you doing now?
Oh, I'm going to a nutrition school and I'm starting to look for a job now.
Nutritionist? It sounds perfect for you.
Really? I like cooking, so I thought it would be good for me. Yabuki, Kokoro, time for group photo. Say cheese. Oh, Yabuki, take the meat for Kokoro.
Oh, sure. Kusuhashi is somehow trying to get me and Shimizu-san to talk. I vaguely remember that Kusuhashi and Shimizu-san have been good friends since high school. Me and Shimizu-san, we never talked at all though.
Ah, Yabuki, I forgot to buy squid. Can you go buy some with Kokoro?
What? Squid? Do you need it?
I'll go squidgy without squid.
What? I don't know what you're saying.
It means I'll grill you too like squid.
I get it. I'll go get some, so please wait, ma'am. What in the world is wrong with Kusuhashi? She forced me and Shimizu-san to go shopping, and we were heading to the nearby supermarket.
Midori is doing this for me.
For you?
Yeah, I want to get to know you better.
Oh, what?
I've been in love with you since high school.
Me? But we haven't even talked much.
Yeah, I know. At first, I thought I was just admiring you because you were always in the center of attention and loved by everyone.
Loved? That's an exaggeration.
No, it's not. People always gathered around you. It's proof that everyone loves you.
Thank you.
But you were dating Natsumi in high school, and even after you guys broke up, I was still her friend, so I just kept silent about my feelings and we graduated. But even after graduation, I found myself thinking only about you. That's when I finally realized that I like you. Then, Midori couldn't stand to see me brooding over it, so she started setting things up for me.
I see. Sorry, I'm still so occupied with work that I don't have time to think about dating someone.
I understand, but I'd be happy if we could get to know each other as friends first. Is that difficult too?
No, not at all. I don't know you yet either, so I'm happy to start as a friend.
Really? Thanks a lot.
Shimizu-san's bright smile made me a bit nervous. Shimizu-san and I finished our shopping and went back to the barbecue. Although there were some unexpected events, it was a nice barbecue and we had lots of fun with our friends after a long time. It was true, I needed that break. Alright, I'm gonna make a fresh start tomorrow.
As I keep saying, no matter how many times you come, we can't let you through unless you have an appointment.
I've been turned down on the phone, that's why I'm here like this. Just once is enough, please.
I'm sorry, but
Later that day, I was visiting a major company again without giving up.
What's happening?
oh, director,
This man is the director?
this person keeps coming without an appointment.
Nice to meet you. My name is Yabuki from Love Koi. I would really like to talk to you. Please.
I like you. There aren't many salespeople who are this tenacious these days. Good. Let me hear what you have to say.
Really? Thank you very much.
But don't let me waste my time, okay?
Of course, you can count on me.
I look forward to it.
After the meeting was over, I returned to the office. I'm back.
Welcome back. I guess you didn't make it again, huh? See? I keep telling you.
I got the deal.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, I really got the deal on the spot. The office is filled with joy. My senpais rushed up to me to congratulate me. Yes, after that, I presented the benefits of doing business with our company. The director liked it very much, and the deal was finalized.
I didn't think you would actually do it.
Since then, I regained my confidence and began to achieve results, and then...
Oh, you were scouted? That's great.
Thank you. It was worth not giving up. I was able to have more time to relax, and Shimizu and I were seeing each other more often. I'm getting a ranked position, so I'm gonna have to work harder from now on.
I'm sure everyone will want to follow you.
You think? I hope so.
I'm sure of it. I've been thinking that since high school. People gather around someone who can lead others.
You always find the good in people, don't you? I think that's wonderful.
Oh, you make me blush.
But I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that. The new job must be tough, but I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a while before I get settled again. But I'll call you when I am. And that's how I got the job at the company that scouted me. A new environment and new colleagues. My life, which had settled down for a while, became hectic again. Time flew, and before I knew it, I was 21. Then one day...
We're going to hold a reunion party. Yabuki, you must attend.
I received such a message on my cell phone from Kusahashi. A reunion? Nice! I get to see everyone again!
Well then, everyone, cheers!
Thanks to the early notice, the reunion was attended by almost everyone in the class. It brings me back good old memories. Jotaro, you're amazing! You're already working, right? Well, it's just that I wanted to work sooner than later. Jeez, you could have gone to any college with your grades. Yet, what a determination! I go to college only because I wanted to have fun! And when I was having a good time talking with my former classmates...
What? Natsumi's boyfriend graduated from Tokyo University and works for a major company? He's so elite. Well, yeah. Well, you can't compare him to someone who works for some no-name startup company for sure.
Natsumi started bragging in an unnatural volume, as if she was deliberately trying to make me hear it. Too loud to ignore, I joined their conversation. He's the boyfriend you mentioned when we ran into each other, right? So things are going well with him, huh?
Yes, it's going well. He even gave me a handsome engagement ring the other day.
Whoa, it looks really expensive. I guess working for a big company really is something.
See, Jotaro? You should have gone to a good college instead of working as a high school graduate.
That's okay. I don't think it's all about education.
Hearing that from what you are now means nothing, loser. You used to be so cool with your excellent grades and athleticism. You've fallen. No, Yabuki-kun is still really cool.
While I was being made fun of by Natsumi, I heard Kokoro's loud voice.
Hey, Kokoro! I don't think it's right to talk like that without knowing how hard he's been working. Even now, he works late into the night, working harder than anyone else. Kokoro, I'm so surprised. I didn't know you could make such a loud voice. You were always a plain ugly girl. Natsumi, stop it. Huh? Are you guys dating now? He's a hand-me-down, though. Yabuki-kun is not a thing. Besides, it's my one-sided love. I knew it. Jotaro would never go out with a plain girl like you.
No, it's not one-sided.
What?
The restaurant becomes dead silent at my words, and I took Kokoro's hand. I'm sorry for being late, and for saying this in a place like this. I like you too. If you still like me, please go out with me.
Yabuki-kun, of course. I would love to.
Hooray! Nice one! You look good together, guys!
Ah! Kokoro, congratulations!
The audience was so excited by the sudden turn of events between me and Shimizu-san.
What the heck? So lame.
The reunion ended on a high note, and everyone was on their way home. I'll walk you home, Shimizu-san.
Thank you.
And that's when it happened.
Ah! Hideaki, thanks for coming.
It seems Natsumi's boyfriend came to pick her up. I looked over wondering what he looked like, and Natsumi proudly introduced him to me.
He's my boyfriend.
Hey, you! Chief Yabuki?
What? You know each other?
Tajima is my subordinate.
Huh? What are you talking about? Hideaki is an elite employee of a major company.
Well, I'm working there now too. I changed jobs.
Huh?
Natsumi gave a deer in the headlights look at my comment. Well, I would look the same if I were her. This doesn't happen every day.
You're in the same company as Hideaki, and you're Hideaki's boss? That's impossible, isn't it? You're just a high school graduate.
That's why I said academic background doesn't matter.
Even if that's the case, why is Hideaki, a graduate of Tokyo University and older than us, your subordinate? Isn't that crazy?
I think Tajima himself knows that better than anyone else.
What? What do you mean, Hideaki? Don't just stand there, explain it to me.
At that moment, I received a call. Yes, this is Yabuki. Yes, uh-huh. What? Really? I'm so sorry. Yes, I'll take care of it right away.
Huh, you made a mistake at work? How pathetic.
Tajima, you haven't sent those documents to Love Koi yet? Oh no!
What?
And they are furious that you never pick up your phone. Whoa, you're right. Oh, what should I do? Call them right now to apologize. Right now. As for the document, I'll look for it and send it to them myself, so just call them. I'm sorry. Just call now. The first priority is to apologize. Then we'll talk. I quickly gave him instructions, found the document, and sent it to the client immediately. But Tajima was fidgeting and bowing repeatedly to the person on the other end of the phone. I am terribly sorry. What's done is done, but Everyone has been telling you you've been making too many mistakes, right? Let's have a meeting next week and come up with ways to not let this happen again. Yes, sir.
Huh? What? What the heck is this? Wasn't Natsumi's boyfriend supposed to be an elite?
But he can't do the job, right? He'll always remain in a low-ranked position then.
Natsumi's been bragging about him so much, though. So funny. It seems that Jotaro is far better than him in so many ways. Huh, Natsumi? We're going home, Hideaki.
Wait, Natsumi! Natsumi's boyfriend, Tajima, is a highly educated man, but he can't do his job and is a burden at work. I always help him out, but apparently he lied to Natsumi about getting a promotion soon. But she found out the truth and dumped him. I felt a little sorry for Tajima, but I guess it can't be helped. He lied after all.
Ah, jeez. What happened at the reunion was just too funny. We all ended up going to another restaurant and talked about Natsumi.
As for Natsumi, after what happened, she must have been so embarrassed. She stopped showing up to reunions. Or, she couldn't show up, to be precise.
In any case, I'm glad you guys are doing well. Thanks, Midori. It's thanks to you. It's thanks to your dedication to Yabuki, Kokoro. Yabuki, take good care of her for making her wait for so many years. Alright?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'd better get going and leave you two alone. See ya!
Hey, Kokoro.
Hmm?
I know it's a little early to say this, but I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want you to stay by my side.
Yes, with pleasure.
Of course, being well educated is great. It's proof of hard work. But I think there are many things in this world that cannot be judged by that alone. The bottom line is, what kind of purpose you have in mind when you choose your path? Now let me ask you, what purpose do you have in choosing your path ahead? My name's Togo Iijima, 23 years old. I recently got a new job, and I'm working hard every day as a salesman. I'm about to go on my first sales meeting to a new client. TubeU, huh? I'm still far from reaching my monthly quota, so I have to do this. Hello. Oh, I have an appointment at 1 p.m. My name is Iijima from Love Kome. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for waiting. This way, please. Huh? Togo?
What? Are you Mina? I was surprised when I saw her coming out of the sales office to show me the way. It was my ex from high school. It's been a long time.
That's right. You got a job right after high school, right? Is that the company you work for now?
No, this is the second company. You work for a good company, huh? It's a big company.
Of course. There's no point joining a company that's not big. I've never heard of your company. Are you doing sales there now?
Yeah, that's right.
I see. I guess high school graduates could only get bottom line jobs.
Sales is fun too.
Well, please come into this room. Please wait a moment.
Thank you very much. It's been a while since we've met, but she's harsh. Was it that bad that I didn't go to a college? Mina and I started dating in the spring of our sophomore year. She's the one who made a move on me.
Please go out with me.
We were in different classes in the first year, so we didn't know each other very well. But to be honest, she was cute, so I said yes. She was my first girlfriend. If you're okay with me, I'll be happy to. Our relationship was going well. I've learned a lot about Miwa since we started dating, and she's very homely and feminine. She can be a bit selfish at times, but that was cute too.
What? No! I want to eat ice cream from this place. I don't want ones from a convenience store.
Alright then, let's go there. As we entered our senior year, it was time for us to think about our respective career path. I told Miwa that I had no intention of going on to college and that I was gonna get a job.
What? You're not going on to college? So you're going to take over your parents' company?
No, I'm not taking over their company. My parents ran a logistics company together. So Miwa must have thought that if I didn't go on to college, I would take over the business as soon as possible. I'm just gonna get a normal job.
Get a job right after graduating from high school? Why bother do that?
There's something I want to do.
What the heck?
A couple of days after this, Miwa suddenly dumped me. I could have asked her why, but I didn't think it would be cool, so I just let her break up with me. After I broke up with Miwa and graduated from high school, I went to work for an IT company as an SE. I had been programming as a hobby since I was a student, so it was easy for me to get a job.
Good morning, Ijima-kun. Your programming yesterday was great.
Good morning, Yonemoto-san. I see you had a quick look at it. This woman is Ako Yonemoto-san. She's 4 years my senpai. She's been teaching me a lot of things.
Though, if I may say, I do this and that.
Oh, right. This is indeed better.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Thank you very much. I'm learning a lot.
Really, Ijima-kun, you look happy when you're programming.
I do. It's so much fun to see something I've created take shape. It's just a hobby, though.
It's so nice that it's a hobby. No wonder you learn so quickly. If I don't work hard too, you'll soon surpass me. I won't lose, though.
No, that won't happen. I was attracted by her kindness and dedication. It seems that she was the same way, and we eventually started dating.
Good morning. What? Wait a minute. You have huge dark circles around your eyes.
Oh, what? Really?
Why? You're not that busy right now, are you?
I just wanted to do my thing, and I always end up doing it until the morning.
I'm really impressed with your concentration.
Because I have a goal, I feel like I'm wasting the time I spent sleeping. There are so many things I want to do every day to achieve my goals as quickly as possible.
That's what's so cool about you.
Right? Do you love me even more now?
You get cocky too easily. But I am worried about you, so make sure you sleep properly, okay?
Yeah, sorry for worrying you. Thank you. Days went by so fast. Every day I pushed forward with my work. I just enjoyed every day that I could spend with Ako.
It was delicious. I had my eye on this place. Let's come back again.
Yeah, it was great. I definitely want to come back. Today's our 3-year anniversary. We're both at a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Hey, Ako,
What is it?
I'm thinking of quitting my current job.
Change jobs?
Yeah,
I see. Have you already decided on the company?
interviews are still to come, but I have my sights set on a few companies.
I see. I hope you get one soon.
You're not gonna ask me anything?
What? Why?
Well, I thought you were gonna ask me why and stuff, so...
No, because I believe you.
Huh?
Togo, you wouldn't move without thinking. I'm sure you're doing it for the sake of your goal, right? Then I'll just support you. I'm your biggest fan and cheerleader.
Ako! Ako! I love you!
Togo! I'm so happy, but we're at the restaurant. Shh.
This is how I changed jobs and started working as a salesman at my current company.
Hey, Ijima, what's with this quote? Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, I'll make another one right away! To be honest, it wasn't easy being a salesman without prior experience. In a company where there is a custom of just do it and learn, I'm forced to do things without knowing what's right or wrong. Every day I'm scolded by my boss. I'm home.
Welcome home. Dinner's ready.
Thank you.
Huh? What's wrong? Tired?
Nah, not anymore.
Well then, that's good. You must be hungry. Let's eat.
What's wrong?
I forgot we ran out of soy sauce for sashimi. I'll go buy some, so you go ahead and eat.
Oh, I'll go.
Don't worry, you must be tired after working late day after day. I'll go.
I'll go with you then.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
And it was when Ako and I went shopping at a nearby supermarket. Today, too, my boss looked like a demon screaming, Ijima!
I can't imagine you being scolded so badly. Oh, that's Togo. Does he live in this tower? Well, in that case...
But we had no way of knowing that, of course. I'll have to get a good response today. Since they put their response on hold last time, I was back at 2 p.m. for a sales meeting. Hello, my name is Ijima from Love Kome, and I have an appointment with you at 1 p.m.
Hello? We've been waiting for you, Ijima-sama. I'll be right there. Please wait a moment.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Miwa's voice just now, right?
Thank you for waiting.
Hello?
Please, this way.
What's with her? Unlike last time, she looks very happy.
Please, have a seat here.
Thank you.
You came here today to get a response to your last proposal, right?
That's right.
Well then, I'll talk to one of the higher-ups for you.
Huh? What do you mean?
He seems to be interested in me, and if I tell him, I'm sure things will go in the right direction.
I see. I'd be very grateful if you did, but why are you suddenly helping me?
Because it's for your sake. Oh, here's my contact info. Can you call me later and tell me how it went, okay?
Well, okay.
I'll call him in now. Please wait.
What in the world is going on? That day, probably thanks to Miwa, Tubu gave me a simple yes to my proposal. I contacted Miwa to thank her.
I'm glad I was able to be of service to you. Now we'll have more chances to see each other again.
I started visiting Miwa's company more and more, and she started calling me a lot after that. It's getting late again today. I still haven't met my quota. Huh? Someone's standing at the entrance of the apartment. Oh, what? Miwa?
Togo, you're late!
Why are you here? Or rather, how did you know where I live?
I happened to see you coming out of your place with a woman before. I live around here too, so it was a coincidence. I guess it was a fateful encounter.
I see. And you were waiting for me?
That's right!
Then you should have called me. You didn't have to wait here so late.
I wanted to surprise you. Let's go to your room. I bought lots of snacks and booze.
Wait. I can't take you up to my room. If you have something to tell me here.
Huh? Why?
Because I have a girlfriend.
Do you love her more than me?
What?
I want to get back together with you, Togo.
Wait a minute.
Why not me?
I'm sorry, I can't.
No! I can't live without you, Togo!
Oh, what the? How can I get her to back off?
You promised me when we were in high school that you'd come for me when you started earning good money, right?
What? No, I never made that kind of promise. Besides, it's not like I'm making good money.
Why are you lying? You live in such a nice place.
Oh, this is what my parents own.
Huh? Not yours, but your parents'?
Yeah.
So your parents' company is doing well, huh? So you're finally going to take over their company?
No, I'm not. I'm still gonna work hard at my current company.
Huh? Why is that? If you take over, you can make good money right away and have a good life. You don't have to work at a small business like that could go under at any moment.
There's something I wanna do.
You're still dreaming like a kid, huh? You haven't changed at all.
Well, my dream hasn't changed.
What a waste of time. I'm going home.
Okay, well, take care.
Oh, and delete my number, okay? And don't be so friendly to me when you come to my office.
Okay. After that, I never heard from Miwa again. Even when I visited her company, she was back to her initial cold attitude. When she found out I wasn't earning good money, she changed her attitude again, huh? Well, it's far better than her following me around, though. And 2 years passed since then.
Ugh! There are no good men out there! I'm so cute, yet there are no men whom can match me. I went to all the trouble to get a job at a big company, but the people who are making money have already settled down and the rest are just scum. I don't know where to find the nice guys like the ones in these magazines. Oh, wait. Huh? Isn't this Togo? Togo Ichima, president of Love Koi Inc. A young entrepreneur who has developed a groundbreaking app and is now the center of attention? No way!
Right?
Togo!
Huh? Miwa? On the way home from shopping with Ako, Miwa was in front of her place. It's been a while. I quit sales and stopped going to your office, so it's been a year, huh?
What's going on? You were in that magazine, Young Entrepreneurs!
Oh, you saw it, huh? You should have called me instead of waiting for me.
I didn't know your number anymore because I deleted it right away back then. Anyway, what's this about, starting your own business?
It's been my goal since forever. It finally happened.
Why did you tell me? If you had told me, I would have been there for you instead of that woman.
Don't be rude to Ako.
What? What's so good about that not-so-pretty woman?
Even though I didn't tell her, she always believed in me and supported me. Even in high school, you were dating me just because my parents are rich, right? You can't even compare yourself to Ako, who never cares about money or status. Ako is pretty, both in looks and heart.
What?
Let's go, Ako.
Oh, yeah? Hey, wait a minute!
Oh, by the way, we're getting married.
Huh?
This is our wedding ring. We were just on our way home from buying rings.
Rings? Marriage?
By the way, looks like you haven't read that interview on the magazine properly. They asked me about past relationships, and your story is on there too.
What?
I spoke pretty frankly about everything. I also talked about how you were when I visited your office. Maybe some people in your company have read it. Well then, see ya.
Wait, you're kidding me! How's the magazine to take the story back? Hey!
Miwa's two-facedness is now rumored by people who read the interview, and she's isolated in her company. She has been trying to find a well-educated high-income man through dating apps and agencies. But I heard from a high school classmate that it's not going well at all. I guess she was so desperate, she suddenly asked me to introduce her to someone. I haven't been in touch with her at all, so how can I possibly do that, right? Compared to her, Togo, you're doing great. Yeah, thanks to you. Right now, I'm busy developing new apps again, but it's fun. Well, you're a talented young entrepreneur on fire right now, huh? Miwa really messed up, didn't she? If only she had stayed with you, you guys would have been together now. The wedding is coming up soon, right? Yeah, 2 months later. It's a lot of work preparing for wedding. I'm so jealous of you. You're making a lot of money, you have a lovely wife. You're too much of a high achiever, man. I'm glad everything turned out well. I'm home.
Welcome home. You're earlier than I expected. Did you have a good time? It's been a while since you have a drink with classmates, right?
They said they're jealous that I have a wife like you.
Really? Is that true?
Yep. Thank you for believing in me and standing by my side.
I'm happy to be by your side. Please let me be by your side for a long time to come.
That's my line. I love you, Ako. How lucky I am to have something I want to do and someone who believes in me and stands by my side. I'm sure that Ako would have stood by my side no matter what choice I made. With someone like that by my side, I was able to keep going towards my dream. I will always stay grateful for those I love, and I will continue to move forward.